Hey everyone, welcome back to another new exciting video. Guys, in this video we will discuss an important concept in AI, which is the memory. And if you watch this video till the end, believe me guys, you will be a master on this concept of memory in AI agents. Let me show you one interesting thing. So if you go to this chat GPT, and here on the left hand side you will find this account, and if you click on this account you will find this settings. So go to this settings and you will find one pop-up, and here you see that there are several options. Now if you click on this personalizations, then you will find one interesting thing, which is the memory. And here you see that reference saved memories turned on, reference chat history turned on. And now there are another things, which is the manage memories. And if I click on this manage, you will find a list of memories that it has stored. Okay, now here you see that there are several things that it has stored in its memory. One important thing is this birth date. Another thing is that creating a YouTube video series on an SQL crash course, and this is interested in cutting edge reinforcement learning research, blah blah blah. And these questions related to this micro front-end architecture, and there are several topics that I have asked to this chat GPT. It has stored all of that things in is a kind of memory. Okay, now let's understand this, that why we need this memory. Okay, so here you see that I have divided this memory into two things. One is the STM, another one is the LTM. One is the short term memory, another one is this long term memory. Okay, now let's say this is your chat GPT. Okay, this is your chat GPT, chatgpt.com. Okay, and you have noticed one thing, that all of the models that is getting published, they have a specific term. That specific term is the context window. So let me show you that also, you will get an idea. So if I go to this open router, there you will see one term, which is the 200k context. So this is the context window. What is that means? So this memory is related to this context window also. Okay, let's say I have this chat GPT, and this chat GPT has this 200k context window. Okay, now without memory, what was the problem? This is your input box and this is your enter button. Okay, whenever you will type your message and you will press enter, it will go to this chatgpt.com. Okay, and now you have sent one message that my name is Biplab. Okay, my name is Biplab. You have sent this message to the chatgpt.com, and next time you are asking this chatgpt that tell me what is my name, what is my name. Okay, then it is saying you that I don't know what is your name. Then you will be frustrated, right? Because you have already provided your information, your name, your birth date. But after some days, let's say after 1 hour also, if you are asking this chat GPT that what is my name, it is saying that I don't know what is your name. Okay, so to remove that frustration, it has introduced this concept, which is the memory. Okay, now if I talk about this STM, means the short term memory. So here you see that this 200k context window. Okay, this Gemini has 1 million context window. Some days ago Claude has introduced this 1 million context window. Why this context window is necessary? So whenever you are sending one message to this chat GPT, it is storing that previous conversations. Okay, it is storing that previous conversations in somewhere, and whenever you are sending one new request, it is storing that previous conversations as a summary to that new request. Okay, you have that previous conversation. And remember one thing, the session concept is important here. In case of the short term memory, the session concept is important. Why? So if I take you to this chat GPT again, then you will understand. So this is our chat GPT. Okay, let me close all of the things, and here also, and on the left hand side you will see that the past history of my chats are these. Here it is showing, right? Now all of these chats are different sessions. Whenever you will ask anything to this ChatGPT by typing here and press enter, you are starting one session. Okay. Now this short term memory is related to this session. Okay. Now in one session you can ask multiple things to this chat gpt. Let's say you have asked on react.js related things, or let's say you have asked that gen ai generative ai uh, things. Okay, and you are doing conversation with this chat gpt, and whenever you are sending new request, what ChatGPT is doing that they are storing some previous conversations into some data structure, or you can say that in some buffer. Now there are several techniques to store that previous conversation in case of short-term memory, and you can use this in-memory data structure. Okay, in-memory data structure. What is that? Let's say in python. Okay, in python there are list concept. Okay, or there is a concept of dictionary. Okay, there is a concept of dictionary, so you can store previous messages in list or dictionary. Okay, although list and dictionary have a limited capacity, so in that case, if you are just starting one project, then in that case you can use this list and dictionary to learn that memory concept. You can store previous 5 to 7 messages. Okay, previous 5 to 7 messages, and that context will be stored in list. This is an in-memory data structure. But in case of production like things, you have to use different things. You can use that langchain. Okay, in you can use this langchain. Okay, so langchain have this buffer concept. Okay, langchain have this buffer concept. They store the previous conversations, in a buffer. Okay, they store the previous conversations in a buffer, and that buffer will be sent for the every new request that you are sending. Okay, and how do you see that when I will teach you that langchain and I will implement that project, then I will show you that how it actually works. Okay, and also there is another things that I have already discussed, which is the context window. Okay, context window. So whenever you are talking with this Claude or this chat gpt, I think many of you have noticed that sometimes it says that you are run out of messages. Okay, and or you can say that it is saying that uh, your context window got exceeded. What is that? This is due to this context window limit. This is the 200k. Okay, so if you implement this kind of context window technique, then you are implementing this 200k, and most of the models, most of the companies, they use this technique, this context window. There you can define that how much this capacity you can take to store that previous conversation. Okay, and this is the concept of this short-term memory STM. So we have the idea of this short-term memory. Now we will move to this long-term memory, which is the LTM, and I have divided it into three things. One is the semantic, another one is the episodic, another one is the procedural. Now what is the semantic, episodic and procedural? I will explain you with an example. So semantic means this is the facts. Okay, semantic means we are storing these facts as a memory. So it can be world related knowledge. Okay, and means it is not specific to any events. Let's say Delhi is inside the India, or each Paris is the capital of France. Okay, these are the constant things. Okay, Delhi is inside India, or you can say that in medical AI there are several things that are constant. Means if you are suffering from this kind of condition, that means there is a probability that that you are suffering from this kind of disease. Okay, if you have this condition, then you are suffering from this kind of disease. This is the probability, and this is actually a semantic memory. Okay, that you can store in medical AI. there are several medicals AI, they are right. So there this kind of semantic memory are getting used. Okay, now we will discuss the concept of episodic and procedural. So what is this episodic? It is past experience kind of long-term memory. Okay, suppose 1 month ago you have given one code related error to this chat GPT, that and that error was that semicolon, you had not placed the semicolon after this line. Okay, and now after 1 month you have given that same error to this chat GPT, and it has found that okay, 1 month ago this user gave me the same error, and that error was that semicolon. Okay, and again it has found that same error, that semicolon related error. Okay, and now what this episodic memory will do, that it will give you that quick response, because if you it will find that from that memory, and it will give you that quick response. Now what is this procedural? Procedural means how to. Okay, procedural means how to. Okay, suppose there are self-driving car are there. Okay, there are self-driving cars are there, and when you are driving that self-driving car, and how that car will learn that how to take that left and how to take that right turn. Okay, that car is going straight, and after some time it is turning left, and after some time it is turning right. Okay, so how this car will learn and how this car will remember. Okay, and that procedure is called procedural, and this is called procedural memory, that how to take the left turn and how to take the right turn, it has remembered that things, and it is also related to these skills. Okay, it is related to these skills, means it is increasing, or it is efficiently increasing its skills. Okay, so means if you practice one thing more times, then you will be efficient on that things. So this is the same thing, means if you continuously take the right turn and left turn, then after some time you will remember that okay, I know how to take left turn and how to take right turn, and this is called procedural. There are several examples are there, I have taken one example. Now the thing is that how to implement this long-term memory. So there is a concept of RAG. Okay, retrieval augmentation, and another concept is this vector database. Okay, vector DB. So this kind of things are there, and also LangChain is there. LangChain also can be used for this long-term memory. So when you will learn all of this concept, then you will be a master of this chatbot or this AI agent. Okay, so in our upcoming video we will make that kind of AI agents, where we will implement this RAG, vector DB, LangChain, and also we will make one tool calling agent. Okay, so for that please make sure to subscribe this channel, and we will do that video with the help of JavaScript, because I have found that with the JavaScript you can do huge things. You can do web development, and also you can build AI agent also. So as a developer you will be able to build this kind of multi agent, the tool calling agent. Okay, now if you have found this video helpful guys, don't forget to subscribe this channel, don't forget to like this video. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.